All right. Hello. Hello. Okay, we are getting started. I need to do some more Elder Scrolls. My YouTube videos have caught up to my lives. They've caught up. I've been taking too many days off. I was worried about ESO, about pulling like months and months and months ahead, given how many hours I played. How many hours have I played? 258 hours. Well, like 12 of that was before this time, so, 246 hours. Okay. Ew, why was I in first person? Gross. Okay, let's just do a couple quick little things. Okay. Let me just check my research real fast. Wrong place.
Master Merrick, where are you?
Okay. Bam, bam, bam. All right. We're all good. Let's move elsewhere. So let me see where I want to go. Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. All right. Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Elder Scrolls Online. Yes, my YouTube videos, I've caught back up with my live streams, so I need to do some more urgent recording of this game. Haven't done a ton. Well, actually, that's kind of a lie. I have done a fair bit. Bam. So we can see the skill points I've gotten in this game. I've gotten almost all of the public dungeon group events. I haven't done these two. I need to do that. Old Arsenum, I don't think I can do this one. I'm pretty sure it's behind a locked door, I believe. I've done almost all the Sky Shards. Cold Harbor, I can't do yet. I need to teleport to someone or progress the quest. Cyrodiil, Daggerfall Covenant, I need to wait for our guild to have control. You know what? Maybe I'll check that right now. I've also done I've soloed a few dungeons now. I just said, fuck it. Fuck it, let's solo them. So anyways, oh, and another thing that I've done is I've done a little bit more of excavation and scrying. It is actually a pretty good moneymaker now. Here, let me just do something real fast. Let me just go over here, just because, who knows what people are going to say in chat, and I don't want to, like... I don't want to publicize guild chat or whatever. I had one questionable experience with that in a different MMO I played, and someone messaged me begging me to take the video down because what they were saying in public chat was posted on my YouTube. So I'll try to avoid that. Okay.
Get away from me, stupid thing!
I don't know who you are. All right, where am I going exactly? I think we're going into this building.
You want to die? Fine.
So I also have another question that I'm unsure of. We're also getting pretty close. Oh God, I'm in a fight. Okay. I'm in an odd situation now where we're getting up there in Assassination and Adric Spear. Now, these skills are really freaking good for two main reasons. Firstly, the passives on this are great, but also I love Puncturing Sweep so much. Assassination has crazy passives, particularly this one. This one is insane. It has such good sustain for my character. I rarely have to worry about magic regen except on some bosses where there's not really ads. So the one thing I was thinking is... Okay, hang on, Ember. The one thing I was thinking was, after I max those, do I want to subclass and remove one of those? And if so, probably Assassination. It's just that Assassination is so good. So I think replacing that with anything will ruin my sustain. But it would be nice to max just a bunch of trees, right? Okay, hey, what's up, Ember?
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you look like someone who's good at cleaning up messes. I've got a big one for you, if you're up for it. I'd pay you for your time, but I need someone quick on their feet. This mess is turning into a crisis.
What's going on?
I was experimenting with a spell while my mentor, Magister Iren, was away, but the magic went awry. If it doesn't get dealt with, it's going to spread beyond this area and harm a bunch of innocent people. I can't fix it on my own, so I need help.
How can I help?
I need to develop a counterspell. But first, the protective wards around the area need to be restored by someone other than myself, so I don't taint the magic. That's where you come in. Like I said, if you help, I can pay.
I'll help you reset the wards.
Hold still. You'll need this unless you want to spend the next few hours as a sheep. Not as glamorous as it sounds. And here, take these crystals. You'll need them to restore the wards. The first one is in the meadow just up the hill to the north.
What do these wards normally do?
Mostly they serve to keep errant magic inside Tordriak's boundaries. You know, the standard 3 points of protection thing. Unfortunately, my spell kicked those wards in the teeth. They're not protecting anything now.
Why can't you restore the wards yourself?
The spell I created has my magical mark on it, if that makes sense. There are certain types of magic that can be affected by their creator, intentionally or not. Messing with forces already attuned to you can have unpredictable results.
So if you tried restoring the wards, it might make things worse?
Exactly. Magic is powerful and great and all that, but it can be pretty sensitive. Fussy, Magister Iren likes to say. And since my spell is already wreaking havoc across Tordreak, I'd rather not take any unnecessary risks while fixing it.
Who are you?
The name's Ember. Well, technically it's a nickname, but it's all I use. I'm Magister Iren's apprentice. I think he regrets taking me on sometimes, but he's got a big heart. He saw that I had no formal training and told me to come here to learn.
Where's here exactly?
This is Tordreak. There's a big wizard's tower. You can't miss it. I've been living there with Magister Iren, plus a few people who keep up the grounds and the tower itself. All of whom have been affected by my spell, I'd guess.
Remind me what I need to do again.
All you have to do is place those crystals I gave you on the 3 protective wards. It'll be easy, I promise.
What will you be doing?
Mostly trying to keep anything with ill intent away from you. My errant spell seems to be affecting the creatures around Tordreak in all kinds of ways. Things that were once docile might be a little, grumpy right now.
Okay, let's keep Sharp as Night out. I guess I just put him away. So from what I've seen online, the 2 most popular companions, I believe, are Zareth Var and Ember, which is interesting because they're both the Khajiit. Azander is really annoying, not just because of his personality, but he also hates it when you, like, harvest ingredients. So this guy, he's annoying to walk around with. Okay, and Tenlorin hates when I pick up books, I believe. But I've picked up most of the books already. What is this? Oh. Phantom Seam. Okay. So what quest? Meadow Ward. Okay, it's close by. Oh, is it these seams? What are you? Beautiful. Malevolent Moat. Beautiful. Yeah, so I think if I'm going to get rid of either Assassination or Aedric Spear, I think I'm going to get rid of Assassination just because I feel like the healing area AoE attack is more important to my build. But Assassination is so fucking good. Like, I could see these two skill trees being an endgame one. But I also think it would be more fun to play through the game, especially, or as a viewer, if I try all sorts of different types of skill trees.
I'm going to cast a little pure. That's one ward restored. Let's go fix the next one. It's in the glade just west of here.
I also know that I can play through this game with just those two skill trees. And I could have a third one that's shit. I could just pick like a random skill tree that doesn't benefit my build, and I'll be fine. Because what is it called? Ardent Flame. Ardent Flame and Adric Spear already are so good. But yeah, it will suck to get rid of that sustain and that crit. Assassination is a really strong component. Oh, sorry, dude. Didn't mean to just try to murder you. So I'm curious if all of the companion quests are around this, like, hour to hour and a half kind of length. But, I mean, if you listen to all the dialogue. Ooh, Sharp as Night likes it when I get that loot.
Here we are. I'll make sure not. Oh, you're a natural. Maybe you should have been Magister Irin's apprentice.
You know what? Let's get Zareth Var out. The problem is Zareth Var is so much better than all my other guys, so I don't want to waste him. But the reality is he's also the closest to getting his rapport maxed. And once that's maxed, I'll be able to keep his ability permanently, which will be amazing.
The last ward is south of here, inside a cave.
Okay, I got this. This is not a delve. Oh, and there's no inner map.
This is the last one. Let's get this over. That's all the wards. Let's talk outside. I need to figure out what to do next.
Okay, deal. I feel like this cave didn't need to be its own zone. I feel like it could have just been an actual cave carved into an environment.
I know my rogue spell is to blame for most of the weirdness happening around Tordreok, but it almost seems like these damned moats are becoming dangerous. They're doing more than just mischievous magic. Fish biscuits. I need to figure this out.
Why would they turn dangerous?
I'm not sure. The moats aren't new. They're always hanging around Tordreok. I think they're drawn to places like this. But there was nothing in my spell that should have made them act malevolent. And there are a lot more around than usual.
This is a Shire-ass song. Should we do something about them?
Yes, I can make traps to contain them, but I'm still worried about their behavior. While I work on the traps, could you head into the tower and look to Magister Irin's things? He might have a book with more information about the moats.
Okay, I'll go search through his things.
See if you can find anything in the tower about the moats. I'll meet you there and start on the traps.
Ooh, see? This is why we like Zareth Var. Did I get it? Oh, I didn't even see what I got. I think I got hide scraps? I don't know, I only saw it for a split second.
This is ridiculous. Magister Irin should never have taken in a mangy cat like you.
Who?
Relax, Huldressa. I'm working on it.
You better work fast, because when Magister Irin... What?
You okay there?
All right. That was a little funny.
Okay, that's fucked. Find information in the tower. You have anything to say?
I forgot to put an enchantment on Huldressa to protect her from the magic. Oh, don't look at me like that. It wasn't on purpose. Oh, these moats are becoming a real knot in my tail. I'll work on these traps while you rifle through Magister Irin's things.
What just happened?
One of those moats got to her. Thankfully, it was just one of the mischievous ones. It turned her into a guar. Don't worry, it's just an illusion. She'll be disoriented but unharmed. In fact, I think some time as a reptile might be good for her.
Yeah, she'll be unharmed unless someone decides to go leather hunting. Are you sure your traps will work on the moats?
I think so. I'm using a variation of something I was already working on. I enchanted a bit of silver for each of them. It's simple. When a moat gets near one of the traps, it should suck it up like...
Oh, God. How'd you come up with that idea?
The original idea was an olive branch for Huldressa, a spell that cleans up dust. My magicka practice kicks up a lot of the stuff, so I wanted to make something that would help her out a bit. I'll make the traps using the same design.
Do you not like Huldressa?
To be fair, she didn't like me first. When Magister Irin took me in, Huldressa didn't waste any time deciding I was a no-good street urchin who's too impulsive for her own good. She's not entirely wrong, but she never even gave me a chance.
What does Magister Irin say about it?
Magister Irin knows what he signed up for. Taking me on, I'll admit it's no small feat, but he's never judged me for being the way I am, which is why I don't want to disappoint him by ruining his tower with unhinged magic. He does a lot for me.
I'll go search for information.
I forgot to put an enchantment on Hildred. I'll get to work
All
on
right.
the traps for the moats. Good thoughts only.
Good thoughts only. Let me get all that. I'm running low on some provisioning materials, so I need to start looting some of this nonsense. Bam. Okay. I don't know how useful bookshelves are for me anymore, except for maybe enchantment could be good. I still need to level that up. I'm actually excited to hit level 50 and to replace Assassination, even though Assassination is going to be way better than whatever I get. I might just put in some random-ass skill, like maybe fucking Daedric Summoning or some shit that's not even super helpful for me. Just because it would be cool to check out everything. Just to learn characters through this character. It's funny, online... It's interesting coming to this game new. You know what? Fuck it. It's interesting coming to this game new. Because... you know, a lot of people, they have their feelings about this game for the history that they've played it. But in the past, when I played this game years ago, I didn't like it. And now I really love it, and I love the subclassing. So I have a very different experience than a lot of the longtime players of this game. I think it's a lot of fun. Okay, Sea Lore for Arcade and Crafting, Chapter 1 on the shores. Let me just see how long it is. On the shores and sands. As has been discussed in prior chapters, the constant movement of the seas of Nirn, their interconnectedness and their inviolate... Do I care about this? I feel like I don't care at all. I'm gonna be real. There are several stories about the source of power in Tor Draok. Some feature the usual culprit, such as an evil witch or a vengeful chieftain who turned to dark magic to slay his enemies. The histories vary, but one thing remains certain. Whatever occurred at this tower in the distant past has left a mark. The most prevalent legend is called the Swords of the Wind. A fanciful tale to be sure, but one wonders if a grain of truth rests at its core. Locals say the motes that blink in and out of sight sometimes are the remnants of a mournful, terrible spirit named Windsorrow. The story goes that the Isles were once home to creatures of nature, elven or human in appearance. The existence of such creatures has never been confirmed, and may be bardic fancy in service of a good story. Certainly the earliest inhabitants of these isles were powerful magic wielders who shaped the land and sea. Over time, the archipelago was discovered and settled by men and Myr. And if any of these ancient inhabitants remained, they stayed mostly hidden. A female ancient, lovely and fair, was said to have be so attuned to the breeze that moved over the isles that her clothing and hair constantly moved as if stirred by the wind. She fell in love with the ancient chieftain who settled nearby and left the hidden places of the archipelago to live with him. The tales say she bore him 2 children, both bright and beautiful. After many years, she learned of her mother's passing. Thus, she left their home and children to return to her own people. When she returned from her travels, she found that her husband had abandoned her for another. This other woman was dark of heart and jealous. She clouded the mind of the great chieftain with magic. Worse and more tragically, she poisoned the two children so that her own issue would inherit all. The spurned wife might have weathered the betrayal of a spouse, but her grief at the loss of her children unbound the winds, so the legend goes. Wild with pain and sorrow, she raised everything in her path for days. A group of brave souls, druids, chieftains, warriors, and witches fought to rein her in and stop the violent winds so the isle could heal. The lovely dell where Tor Draok now stands was the site of the ferocious battle against the creature they named Windsorrow. Her grave rests somewhere near the tower, or so the legend says. According to this version of the story, the motes that flit about the tower are manifestations of her spirit, as well as her children's, who are buried alongside her. Other stories say that she was never conquered, only subdued, and she may return one day to tear High Isle apart, rock by rock. All right. I told Maurice that I would look at some of the more scholarly students writing on enchanting wood for shipbuilding. This area of study could be quite fruitful, given the archipelago's seafaring culture. However, I think her insistence on pushing her students into this field and her repeated queries to me about arcane treatments for wood has a deeper purpose. I don't believe her interest stems from the fact that we are an island society with a long history of shipbuilding, or that making better vessels should always be a priority. More likely, she has some branch of House Dufort pushing for this. Maurice, though a talented mage, is too tied to politics and has ambitions of her own. Discovering the secret to building better ships would be an immensely profitable and powerful enterprise. That she thinks I will just hand over any information in support of this like some doddering old hermit, nattering away in his tower, shows a remarkable lack of understanding on her part. Okay.
You in here?
Yep.
Did you find anything useful about the moats?
I do.
I finished the traps. Once we set them up, they should take care of the moats. Then I can sort out the livestock in Huldressa, and at some point create a counterspell to fix everything for good. Did you learn anything useful?
I found a book that mentions a wind spirit associated with the moats in the area.
Oh, I read that one, with the Windsorrow lady, right? Oh, what if my spell disturbed her and that's why the moats are acting up? That's troubling, and also a problem for future Ember. Let's focus on one thing at a time. Or two things, actually.
Which are?
The traps are finished, but the livestock and Huldressa are still a problem. I want to figure out a way to return them all to their natural forms before the illusion does any damage. Could you set the traps while I do that?
Where should I set them?
Here, I'll mark some places to set the traps. They're in a pack by the work tables outside. While you do that, I'll figure out how to fix the livestock and Huldressa. Then I can work on my counterspell. Meet me by the livestock pens when you're done.
I'll go set the traps.
Good luck setting up the traps. I'll meet you by the livestock pens when you're finished.
All right. You know what? Let's get this.
Fine threads make for strong cord. Yes.
What does that sound? It's like a shimmery sound. What? Was it just the quest objective? Oh, I think it is. I think that shimmering sound is the quest objective. Let's see if it goes away. Oh, maybe it's these spirits? I'm still hearing it. But now I'm not. I'm hearing it over here. Okay, so the moats make that shimmery sound. I was just like, has this sound been in the game this whole time and I haven't noticed until now? Here we go. 3. and 4. I actually need Mudcrab chitin. All right. I don't know how close she is.
We ride.
You're back. The
Oh,
traps
no.
worked, didn't they? See, I told you I know what I'm doing.
Reverse magic.
Mostly. Speaking of which, I think I figured out a way to return the livestock to their original forms. I made something. I know it looks like a spoon, but, well, technically it is a spoon, but I enchanted it. And I call it the Spoon of Undo. I just tested it on those chickens. It removes the illusions perfectly.
Why is it so important to remove the illusions from the livestock?
Normally I wouldn't bother, but illusions can be disorienting and cause terrible headaches. I don't want any of the animals suffering while I come up with my counterspell. Oh, and Huldressa. I suppose I don't really want her suffering either.
What can I do to help?
Here, take the Spoon of Undo. If you could run around and fix the livestock and Huldressa, that will give me a chance to finally whip up this counterspell. By the time you're finished, I'm sure I'll have something figured out.
I'll take your enchanted spoon and help the livestock. You go work on your counterspell.
Just look around for people making animal noises. I'm sure they won't be hard to find. And tell them I'm sorry when you change them back, would you? As for Huldressa, I'm all in favor of leaving her as a guar. Just kidding. Kind of.
How does the Spoon of Undo work?
It sounds cute when you say it. It's a pretty simple reversing enchantment. It should counteract the magic from the motes and dispel the illusion. Basic stuff. Not even I can mess up.
What if the crab I killed was just a dude? Do you think the animals will let me use the Spoon of Undo on them?
Well, they're still animals. They might run around a bit, but I doubt they'll make it too difficult for you. They're not exactly geniuses. Personally, if I was a sheep and got turned into a human, I think I'd go off on an adventure.
Can I ask what you were trying to do with the experimental spell in the first place?
I wasn't trying to turn animals into people, I swear. I had a theory about animating the inanimate. One of Magister Irin's texts gave me the idea. That's probably why he locks so many of his books away. Think about it.
I bet you there's some fucked up mages that turn animals into people. What will Magister Irin do if he returns before we can fix everything?
Well, I'm hoping to avoid that scenario. But if it does happen, I'm not sure. He's an odd one. I'm too old for him to punish, and he's not really the type to dole out discipline anyway. I think he'd be disappointed, which is so much worse.
Later.
I'll be in the tower working on the counterspell. Come find me when you're done.
Deal. Oh. Come back. Hello? Get out of here. Okay, so that's 2. Why is it not letting me target you? Why? Where'd the other one go? Where are you? I didn't see where you ran off to. There's a Spriggan. Huh. I didn't see where the other one went.
Useful find.
All right. Here, let me just zoom in. It's got to be in this area. Oh. Goodbye. Oh.
Give us strength.
I'm like, dear God, please let this not be a person. I'm not going to use the Spoon of Undo on that just in case. I don't want to be traumatized. Where did this fucking cow go? It's got to be in this tiny little thing. It's probably right here. God damn it, dude. Where is it? Where? This cow's got to be right goddamn here. Where the fuck is this goddamn cow? Xerath Far likes when I collect water skins. I have no clue. I lost him. That's super annoying. He's probably still within the circle, right? Like, he didn't run out of it. Huh.
Let us
Sorry, dude. I'm trying to find this freaking cow man. Oh, I heard a person. Nice. Where the hell are you, dude? Where are you? Where? How did I lose you so hard? I wonder why it wasn't letting me interact with that first cow guy for so long. Okay. It says they're right here. Let's go around the perimeter. I feel like they can't be in this zone. I'm pretty sure they're gone. Okay, let me try to retrace my steps. So I think that I found them like here. And I think one ran this way, and that's the one I found, right? So I found one over here, and I think the other one ran the opposite direction. So I'm gonna guess it ran this way. And I'm guessing it's out of the zone. How far did it run? This is actual pain. Why would they do this? I'm almost tempted to leave the zone and then zone back in. I actually did get fucked on one thing in this game at one point. I was doing scrying, and apparently sometimes scrying can create the excavation spot, but it won't spawn in. I was searching forever, and I was like, there's no way, it actually doesn't exist. Then I had to abandon it and re-scry to get it. I checked for like an hour, and it was like, I was like standing on the area where it was, and there was no cave underneath. It's like, what the fuck? I can't find it. I can't find it. Period. I can't. I'm getting out of here. So help me God if I have to abandon this whole fucking quest. Oh my lord. I can imagine that reality. Okay. Is it this one? Where was it? Oh, I'm at the wrong place. Okay. Take two. There you are. Okay. I wonder if he despawned or if he just ran way out of the zone. Let me use the spoon. Let me use the spoon. Let me use the spoon. Let me use... Okay, stop acting like one of those guys in fucking Spyro the Dragon. And let me use the goddamn spoon. There we go.
Was I just a guar? This is all Emma's fault. Oh, I feel strange. It was quite unpleasant. Thank you for saving me. I know I'm nothing to gawk at, but I prefer to look like this instead of a guar.
Are you alright now?
All right, all right. She made me look like a guar. What do you think? I told Magister Aaron that Emma was trouble the moment she showed up. Trouble, I said. But did he listen?
Ember and I are working to sort everything out here.
There wouldn't be anything to work out if that careless Khajiit would listen more and mind her elders. She's brash and often quite rude. Why am I standing here talking to you? I'm going back to my kitchen, and I may just have a glass of brandy.
All right. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that was her. I thought it was a Dolan. Dolan?
I assume Huldressa is back to her charming self. I've run into a problem.
An anchor.
I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I've nearly finished my counterspell, but I need to find a tome called The Mirrored Way to complete it. I know Magister Aaron has it, but it's not with the rest of his books. That's the bad news.
Why is it the bad news?
Because if the Mirrored Way isn't with the rest of his things, it's probably locked away in his arcane library. The library he specifically forbids me from entering. The tome I need has to be in there. Without it, I can't make the counterspell.
What should we do?
Magister Aaron has warned me not to enter his library 1,000 times. But these are special circumstances. There will probably be some magical traps inside meant to keep me out. So I'll need your help getting the book while I deal with them.
I'll help you get the book.
Once we find the Mirrored Way in Magister Aaron's library, I can finish my counterspell. I just hope the old man wasn't serious about putting something dangerous inside to keep me out. He was definitely kidding. Had to be. Come on, let's go.
What kind of magical traps do you think we'll run into?
Not sure. I picked the lock on the place as soon as I figured out he didn't want me getting in there. He's since put up protections and told me to stay out unless I have his permission. I'm sure he's got some kind of ward or barrier set up.
You were able to enter his arcane library just by picking the lock?
It wasn't hard. Mages like Magister Aaron tend to think in very magical ways. They'll put magic reinforcements over every inch of a place, but forget a few pins and a good ear can foil them. And to be fair to him, I'm a very good lockpick.
How'd you get so good at lockpicking?
Necessity. I wasn't exactly raised in the lap of luxury, not even in the lap of genteel poverty for that matter. You get good at things like that if you don't want to be hungry. or caught by guards or angry merchants. Follow me. The library is downstairs.
Yeah, I know where it is, okay? You follow me.
Give me just a moment to pick the lock. All right, let's get in and out as quick as we can.
PT full.
I don't sense anything.
Now we'll
Maybe
follow
the
you.
man was bluffing. Fish biscuits.
I warned you, Ember.
This spell is specifically targeting me. I'll figure out a way down. You just focus on getting the book.
Here we go. Herein, the many twisted ways of ancient spellworks are contained. Beware ye who gaze upon this tome, and behold its wondrously confusing spells. Spells of the mirrored way weave a twisting path, and have led many overzealous acolyte to damage, despair, and even death. Beware. To read further, you must know the secret incantation of the mirrored way.
That's it, you got it. Now let's get out of here before I set off something else.
Fuck no. Fuck no. If I can only come down here once. May as well look at some shit. Anything awesome that I can take? Huh. The Purities of Mania, is that what it was called? Okay. Yoink. Now let's leave.
Magister Irin really didn't want me getting in there, huh? I have to admire the dedication. I didn't know the old man had it in him. He had something to target me specifically. What a sneaky old goat. Good thing I had you with me. You managed to get the book, right? Let me see it.
Here, take it.
Let me take a look. No, not that. That would be bad. What about this? Oh, here it is. It's Amahan ist Exis, not Gahan Amexis is. Good thing I checked. See? That's personal growth right there.
What does that even mean?
2 different arcane glyphs. They do entirely different things when written and pronounced aloud. The second one is what I need for my counterspell. Now, all that's left is to get to the old ritual circle and cast this. I'll need your help again.
Ready when you are.
The counterspell should set everything right in Tordrayak. Things will be just as Magister Irin left them, and I won't have to face his furrowed brow. I'll need your help at the ritual site. Casting a spell this big is a 2-person job.
Why can't you cast your counterspell here?
The old ritual circle is a place of power, and I'm going to need all the help I can get. I plan to draw on the magic there to help strengthen my counterspell. Magister Irin told me about it. This probably isn't how he wanted to implement the lesson.
You think that Windsor spirit is actually here?
Maybe. Old tales and myths always start from some truth at some point in time. The moats around here seem to be affected by more than my spell, is all I'm saying. I always expect the worst. I find it helpful.
So what do you think we might find at the ritual site?
If luck is with us, maybe just some irritated wildlife we can deal with as we've done before. Or some of the bolder moats. But if there is some truth to the ancient tales, then maybe we find some sort of really cranky wind spirit. The ritual circle is just up the hill. I'll meet you there.
Deal. Ooh, Lotus. I think that might be new. Bam. All right, I need to take another path.
Here. First, we need to set the ritual flame. There's 3 around.
Hang on, hang on. I need to figure out where the hell I'm going.
First, we need to set the ritual flames. There's 3 around
Or can I just take her?
I'll get the ones on the altar.
Does she like keep respawning or something?
Almost there. It's done. The spell is set. Follow me. We should be able to see it materialize. Any second now. We did it! Come on, let's get back to the tower.
How lazy do you have to be to cast a teleport spell? From like fucking 10 meters away.
Under these conditions, I was turned into a guar. A guar!
Of course, Huldressa. I promise to address the situation.
See that you do.
Huldressa sold me out, didn't she?
Let me speak to your associate first, Ember. So, you were witness to the events here, and as I understand it, you had a hand in bringing them to an end. For that, I thank you. And if you'll indulge me, I do have a few lingering questions. What in the world happened?
Ember had a spell go awry.
I don't know what I expected, leaving her to her own devices here, even temporarily. Ember and Trouble are old friends. I can still feel the repercussions of this spell gone awry, as you say. Do I have you to thank for rectifying it?
Ember already had an idea of how to fix it before I got here. I just helped.
I see. As trying as she can be, she truly is a talented mage. She can be impatient, but given her natural inclination to magic, it's understandable. I always knew I was perhaps not the best teacher for her.
What do you mean?
I took her in because I knew I couldn't leave someone as skilled and impulsive as her to her own devices. But I have neither the time nor aptitude to teach her properly. It's my own failing. Speak to her, would you? I must collect my thoughts. Don't worry, Ember isn't in any trouble. While I am not pleased about my traumatized cook, I must concede that everything is back in order and the consequences of Ember's magic weren't dire. Still, I must consider what to do now.
Is Ember a difficult student?
I don't mean to give the impression that Ember is incapable of learning. That's not the case. She's a bright mage, one of the brightest I've ever seen. Everything I've taught her, she's taken to like flame to parchment. But therein lies the problem.
How so?
Well, just like a flame, Ember wants to devour everything around her. Her appetite for knowledge is ceaseless. That's good quality in a mage, but not necessarily one I'm equipped to deal with. By my own admission, I'm methodical, cautious, by the books.
Sounds like it's time to ship her to Apocrypha. And Ember isn't?
Exactly right. Ember needs someone who can keep up with her. Someone who thrusts themselves headlong into adventure so that she may temper herself and her magic beside them. Perhaps when I was younger, I could have been that for her, but not now.
Hey, you! Let's talk while Magister Irin collects his thoughts. I thought Magister Irin would be as mad as a wet dragon, but he looks amused. It's probably because he's wanted to turn Huldressa into a guar at some point. He just won't admit it. And the fact that we fixed it all before he got here helped.
You think he will push you harder at your magic studies now?
Well, I've been thinking. I'm grateful to Magister Irin, but sitting and reading about magic has little appeal to me. This whole thing just proved to me that I'm too restless here. I want to do magic, not just study it. Go on adventures, see things.
Are you saying you want to leave Tordreok?
I think it's time. I've been given good training here, but I still have a lot to learn. For me, the best teachers are curiosity and experience. I learn best by doing, so I need to get out in the world and continue my training.
So what's next for Ember the Sorcerer?
Ember the Sorcerer. I like the sound of that. But that can come later. First, take this. It's not much, but you deserve it. I think we made a good team today. If you ever need a sorcerer who has your back, let me know. We'd have some fun.
Beautiful. Hello, Blue Jay. How's it
I'm
going?
grateful for your teachings and your patience. But I think it's time for me to move on.
The world is an excellent teacher for one of your talents, Ember. Do write me occasionally.
I should go pack my things. And say goodbye to Holdressa. Not a chance.
Beautiful. Okay, let's go set this. And I'm doing well, by the way. Let's set her. There we go.
Ember has a sharp mind.
Okay, good enough. Let's go over here. Is Holdressa in this place now? I'm guessing not. No, she gone. Okay. Well, seeing as that quest was a little bit faster than the usual companion one, we still have a little bit of time. Let me try something real fast. Let me just check a couple places. There's something I need to check just on the daily. Okay. Yeah, here's the problem. From what I've seen, Daggerfall Covenant, the blue guys, are by far the most dominant here. Oop, I didn't mean to set that. And then Ebonheart is second. And then Aldmeri is always the weakest. But basically, to get the final two in each opposing faction, you need to have their territory completely dominated so that their gate can be open. So I've been in it where this place was completely dominated and I was able to enter the Aldmeri Dominion back lines. But I've never seen it where these ones were accessible. Because I guess I just have a feeling that they're the most active faction. I just can't do it. I can never do it. Let's check another... am I in... Which am I in right now?
Whatever happened to bludgeoning someone to death with a wheel?
I'm in Ravenwatch. Let's check out Blackwatch, is it called? Okay. Let's just see how Blackwatch is. I think I have enough for a new upgrade. My character is an interesting one, but he would appreciate you saying that very much. Okay. He's a little chubby boy. Okay. Who looks really sad when he has no outfit on. Let's go to campaigns. Let's check the other campaign real fast. Yeah, the fact that there's Daggerfall people on says to me that there's no chance. I think it's only really possible when you... I feel like this is only really possible in the lower bracket PvP servers. And only when you have one side... Yeah, see, it's always Daggerfall Covenant is dominating. Every single time. All right. Well... I guess our next destination is back to High Isle. So let's head on down. And I guess that's where we're going to call it. So if you enjoyed, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll be back next time with some more. Take care, guys. Mwah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Elder Scrolls Online. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for another companion quest around this area. So let's see, where is it exactly? We're looking for someone named Isabel, and they're kind of in this area from what I can see. Let's see. Where is it exactly? Oh my god, I'm getting ads. I can't look. Oh my god. Everything's ruined. Yeah, it looks like they're kind of right by me. Like, almost exactly by me. Actually, a little bit to the southwest, from what I can see. Yep, I've been to Morrowind. I haven't really done any serious questing in Morrowind. But I've done Skyshard hunting all over the world. Okay, they should be around here somewhere. Is this them?
Don't worry, sweetheart. I'll figure something out.
It is.
I always do. I'm sorry, this isn't the best time. My friend Aurelia has a bit of a problem. Her mother has promised her hand in marriage, and I need to get her out of it. Somehow. Actually, you look quite capable. Would you mind lending me a hand?
And who are you?
Apologies. My name is Isabelle Valois. I'm an aspirant in the Sapphire Tourney, a proving ground for squires looking to join the knightly orders. Aurelia's mother is knight commander and, brashly offered her daughter's hand as a prize.
How are you going to get your friend out of this promise?
Well, normally, aspirants only compete in one of the trials. If I can win all three, the knight commander will be compelled to grant a boon of my choosing. I can free Aurelia from her mother's promise. What do you say? Will you be my second?
Deal.
The Eight must have me in their hearts. My second just left my service, and here I was thinking I'd have to do it alone. All right, there are 3 knightly orders.
Tournament arc.
Let's decide what task to tackle first.
You mentioned the 3 orders. What are they? What do they want us to do?
The people of the Sisters take pride in our knights, the same as anywhere in High Rock. The Sapphire Tourney hosts 3 orders: the Iron Knot, the Oaken Order, and the Order of the Albatross.
What do you know about the Order of the Iron Knot?
They're martial warriors and excellent to horse. You might say the Iron Knot is the most traditional of the Sapphire Orders. Our trial will be to find the hilt from a lost sword called Redheart. It was the blade of the first Duke Dufort.
Redheart? Was that not a sword in Skyrim? Where was the sword lost?
Somewhere on these lands, before they belonged to the Duforts. The hilt supposedly had a massive rough-cut ruby in it. Should be easy to spot. My last squire, Burjo, suggested we hit the castle library to get an idea of where to start looking.
What can you tell me about the Order of the Albatross?
8 above help me. They're artists and sailors, singers, bards, and pirates all. Brave, swashbuckling warriors that make you recite poetry. Ghastly stuff.
Is our trial a poem?
No, thankfully. Our trial will be to reclaim the gilded loot of Captain Brenvale. The story goes that he went down into the castle crypts years ago, hoping to use song and steel to subdue a spirit. He never returned. Hopefully we'll do better.
And what about Oaken Order?
Oaken Knights tend to be battle mages, conjurers, and support spellcasters. Their power stems from High Isle's strong tradition of druidic magic. Our trial will be to convince an elder to give us a staff, a symbol of their order.
Do we talk to the mage or fight them?
I'm guessing it won't be that straightforward, but who knows? There's a way shrine near the Coral River to the east. I'll meet you there, and we can make for the site of the trial.
Okay,
They're
let's
martial,
go with
somewhere on
the sword.
Let's meet up at the castle library in the Knight's Wing. I've spent many an hour there studying up on monsters, history, and healing. My only complaint is there aren't a lot of novels.
Do we talk about what's going on?
Of course. Drake, I'm sorry. I bet I came on a little strong. I've spent months preparing for the tourney, and now the commander's pronouncement has sent me adrift. I'll be all right. What would you like to know?
What game's that, Blue Jay? What does drag mean?
Sorry. It's a curse I picked up from my dad. A word from the old druid tongue that's been co-opted for common folk. I sort of grew up here at the castle, and it's a little more acceptable than the curses the dockhands use, so I use it.
Got it. Why are you so eager to help Aurelia?
Aurelia and I grew up together. We've been close since we were very young, and, well, I can't stand the thought of her marrying one of the other aspirants. Especially Morton's. My goodness, what a dreary man.
Oh, nice. I really want to get that, the newish Prince of Persia Metroidvania. I think is it Lost Crown? It's supposed to be amazing. Does this tourney happen every year?
Nope.
The tourney is only called every few years, as schedule and aspirants allow. The commander wants to make sure there are enough people in the mix to make it a challenge. And the orders are only so large on High Isle, as you might imagine.
I've also been planning on playing the Prince of Persia. I think it's like 2008 reboot. It's just called Prince of Persia. Is it 2008? I don't know. It has a lot of like... I was about to say something so stupid. I was going to say climbing. It has like purifying areas of the world. How does the tourney work?
I'm not sure how Tamsfolk tourneys work, but here each order sets a challenge. Attempting the challenge for an order marks you in good standing, and each order only chooses 1 or 2 aspirants for knighthood. It's fairly competitive as a result.
Which order do you belong to?
I'm not a knight just yet. That's why I'm in the tourney. I was a squire for years before I came an aspirant. You don't want to know how many stalls I've cleaned. The tourney gives me a chance to prove my worth to the orders, you see.
Which order do you want to join?
That's a handsome question. I wish I had an answer for you. I can see ways that I'd be a good fit for either the Oaken Order or the Iron Knot. Maybe even the Order of the Albatross. That's a problem for Day's End, Isabel, to face.
That's all the questions I have for you now.
Go on, I'll catch up with you at the castle's library. It's easy to find. Big room, full of books. Can't miss it.
This girl at...
Help us. Oh, the 8 bless you.
Oh, you. I forgot about you.
I am going to have one more go at convincing my mother, excuse me, the Knight Commander, to see reason. Making a promise like that for me? What was she thinking? Have you seen the other aspirants?
Who are the other aspirants?
Ugh, Langley is a bore. Brelinol cares only for coin, and Sneg is an oaf.
Sneg.
And then there's the milksop moribund Mortons. The less said about him, the better.
Snegma. If they're that bad, why did your mother make this promise?
That's a complicated question. The easy response is that Commander Jorvel never goes back on her word. But it's more than that. The tourney means the world to her, and in recent years, we've had fewer entrants.
She offered you up as a prize to attract interest?
No. She just wants me to be happy. It's expected of noble ladies on High Isle to marry for advantage. Advantage to the ladies, mind. She thinks I'm afraid to take that step and wanted to give me, well, a push.
Yeah, that Isabelle Valois, it has weird writing in a way. Where am I going? Because she both uses certain kind of like of the time writing, but then also sounds super modern. Like it's a weird mix of like sounding like someone you'd hear talking right now, but then also having just like very slight traces of like medieval kind of tone. Okay, where exactly? Oh, here. Don't mind me. Now this counts as theft for some reason.
Let's see if we can unearth the past, shall we?
Hell yes.
People left books open all over the place. How rude.
Even the finest families contain a bad seed or two. In the case of the storied Duchy of Dufort, it was many generations ago that the heir to the noble line was a fellow by the name of Densel. His cruel reign as the head of House Dufort, Densel Dufort, is remembered to this day, despite the best efforts of the house scholars to erase it. Even now, the cottagers around Castle Nevere scare their children into obedience with the threat that the Mad Baron will get your little fingers if they don't behave. This stems from the legend that Baron Densel would sever the finger of anyone who displeased him. The tradition goes that he started with the smallest finger and worked his way up from there. When asked why, he said that the offender retained use of their hands. Thus, they could serve the house. But the missing digit, or digits, for repeat offenders was a reminder of their subservience. Just a few years ago, a trove of very small bones, most likely finger bones, was found buried on the ground of Castle Nevere. Though this does not give truth to the legend, it does lend it credence. The depravity, cruelty, and depredations of the spectacularly terrible man make us glad that our current house leaders have progressed from such barbarous punishments.
What was that one about? I found something about crop rotation. Exciting.
Yeah, I mean, thank God we've moved on from such barbarism as cutting off finger bones and advanced to such noble things such as slavery. I guess Daggerfall probably doesn't do slavery at all. I was generalizing the world. All right, number 2, history of shipbuilding. The folk of the Sisters Archipelago have been building ships large and small for generations. In the modern age, vessels from the Dufort shipyards can be found at every navy afloat. They rank among the finest craft to ply the waves. So, where can we trace the origin of this maritime industry? What can we do to further our understanding of shipbuilding and our collective heritage? Join me, gentle reader, as I hoist the sails on this fascinating tale. Let's begin at the beginning. What is wood? Oh my god, this sounds like an essay that I would have written in grade 6. Since the dawn of time, humans have loved using wood. But what is wood? Wood is something that you would do, but... Oh, now it's turning into a Vsauce video. Cast your eyes to the western shores. The land around Castle Navier has provided the trees for shipbuilding from time before counting. Long before there was a House Dufort. The sturdy limbs of those mighty branches were the bedrock upon which fleets of craft were built. Consider the grain of the wood itself, which creates a beautiful and pleasing form upon which to base our fortunes. The wood of High Isle is uniquely suited to shipbuilding. Its cork oak and other varieties of timber are strong and watertight. Scholars have theorized that perhaps our druidic forebears may have influenced the growth of these trees to be especially well suited for watercraft, but further study is required. Hang on a second. Is this place, the Breton? I'm trying to remember. There's High Rock, there's Hammerfell, and there's... Because is Hammer... Oh, God. I can't remember. From the history of House Dufort, the final battle took place at what was known as the Meadow Fort, smaller holding built by Haribant, later the first Baron Dufort, in the old stone wood. The battle started at dawn and went without surcease until sunset. Haribant's famed sword Redheart was broken during the last hour of the battle. Despite this, the great warrior defeated the dread sorcerer Felbor by hurling the blade and driving it through the evil one's black heart. Haribant lost his hand from the wounds suffered in the battle, and subsequently became known as Haribant Handless until he was elevated to a barony. It was said that he had the blade of his greatsword melted down and crafted into a hand to replace the one he'd lost. Many of his subjects attested to his irritability and were bruised by that very hand. Years later, the Duke replaced the ancient hold with a mighty castle, Navier, to the west. It stands to this day, a place of great renown, and worthy of such illustrious family. The hilt of Redheart was never found. The small hold has long been overgrown. It stands as mute testament to the events that shaped the very nature of High Isle.
Find anything promising? Let's chat.
Not yet. None alive know why Denzel behaved so cruelly. No portraits remain of the fourth Baron of House Dufort, praise the 8. But contemporary reports suggest that his eyes were as black as a wood elf's, but flat and cold. Having wiped out his treasury within 2 years of taking over, Baron Denzel set his sights on finding a wealthy bride. The Dufort name attracted an ambitious and very wealthy merchant, and he agreed to offer up his eldest daughter in marriage. The Dufort title in exchange for her extensive dowry. The two were married by proxy, and Baroness Helena arrived at the castle to meet her husband for the first time. It was said she was a woman of plain looks and extreme intellect. The day she arrived at the castle, Helena insisted on meeting the Dowager Joanna. Despite the harsh conditions, Denzel's old mother yet lived in the tower. Denzel took his new bride to meet her mother-in-law. No one knows exactly what happened during this encounter. The new Baroness later said that upon seeing Denzel, his mother leaped from her squalid bed and issued a horrific screech. She grabbed her son with uncanny strength and flung both herself and her soulless surviving child out of the tower window, they plunged to their deaths. Baroness Helena remained at Castle Navir, a cousin of the Dufort line. Wait, hang on a second. The new Baroness later said that upon seeing Denzel, his mother leaped from the squalid bed and issued a horrific screech. Huh. Baroness Helena remained at Castle Navir. A cousin of the Dufort line, Sinval, was decreed the 5th Baron. No one was particularly surprised when the widowed Baroness married a 5th Baron a month or so later. Since that union, the barony has prospered and was promoted to a duchy after the conclusion of Rancer's War. Whatever curse struck the Mad Baron and House Dufort has luckily appeared to have died with him. So Helena cast a spell and caused them to suicide or some shit?
The book was already open. I bet my old second Burjo offered the same advice he gave me to aspirant Langley. Drake!
I think it is a clue about Redheart, Oldstone Woods.
Let's see. You're right. Looks like the Duforts had a holdfast there, before they became nobles. Oh wait! I know this place. It's an old ruin off to the east. Aurelia and I used to pretend it was a witch's lair when we were young.
You knew about the place? Why did you need to look it up in a book?
Well, in my defense, I didn't know it was owned by the Duforts when we played there as kids. We also didn't go looking for knightly relics, which now I wish we had.
Fair enough. How did we get to the ruin?
There aren't really roads back there, but I remember a nice wide path we can take. I'll mark your map. Maybe if we hurry, we can beat Burjo and Langley to the ruin.
Sounds good. I'll meet you there.
I'll see you there. I'm hoping we can beat the other aspirants to the hilt.
Why are we looking for a hilt? Didn't you say the Iron Knot valued martial skill?
Each of the captains have their own view on how to earn honor. I've heard stories that the Iron Knot's captain, Oralfeth, has slain trolls twice her size. So just swinging a sword won't impress her. She wants warriors that can think as well as fight.
Does she hide this hilt out there for every tourney?
That's a funny thought. I don't think so, but we can ask her. The hilt itself is classic Iron Knot, a historic trophy from a mighty warrior who fell in single combat at a crucial battle and changed history with his blade.
All right. Okay. Let's get out of here. Wait, it's telling me to go elsewhere. All right, let's head east. I'm going to take this way shrine. It will save a very small amount of time. Especially if I can actually lock onto the place that I'm teleporting to. The fuck? Don't mind me, guys. Those were some boss-looking dudes.
Oh, Madame Valois, you're too late. I'm here first, you cannot pass through.
Good
I
find,
guess
dummy.
what he said. Sorry, Isabel.
Hurry up, will you, lad? I'll need sustenance forthwith, and you don't have much time to make me a meal. You and Isabel should just run along. Leave the tourney trials to aspirants of stature. Aspirants such as myself.
You don't want to work with Isabel?
Are you going to lecture me, Langley Latart, about knightly behavior? I think not. I hold no grudge towards Isabel, but this is a competition, not a garden party. My second and I were here first.
Wouldn't it be faster to work together to clear the way?
I would lose the advantage of having gotten here first. I see no reason to hinder my trial just because you think it would be nice of me to do so. Now, run along. I've work to do. Berjo, put some muscle behind that swing!
Why are you blocking the path?
Right now, I should say those trees are blocking the path. I, Langley Letarte, arrived here first. My faithful second shall aid me in removing the trees. Then we shall proceed into the woods. You two will just have to wait.
Once the road is cleared, we could all go together.
I was here first, I should note. Look at me. I am large, I am muscular, and well-trained. If Isabel and I were to come to blows, I would likely trounce her. That would upset my lovely bride-to-be, Lady Aurelia.
I don't think Aurelia wishes to be pushed into a marriage.
Well, that is a shame. But the Knight Commander herself offered Aurelia's hand. She is honor-bound to keep that promise. I don't want to boast, but I will be an exceptional knight. With Lady Aurelia's connections, we would be perfection. Shove off, then. This road is
Tell
mine.
Lady Isabel that I hope there's no hard feelings. Sir Langley promised to take me on as his squire after he becomes a knight.
She asked me to help her in the tourney.
I'm glad you're helping her out. She's a nice lady, and I felt bad leaving her in the lurch. But Langley was very persuasive, and I really have to become a squire, so...
You didn't want to become Isabel Squire?
I did! But just look at Langley. He already acts like a knight. When he joins the Order of the Iron Knot, he'll be the most knightly... knight in the Order. My father was very clear, no excuses. So here I am, chopping this tree.
Okay.
Joe, that trunk is not going to chop itself.
My ears.
Wrong guy.
open.
It's not worth a row with Langley over who can search the woods first. I'd best him easily, don't get me wrong. But blatant fighting between aspirants is frowned upon. Doesn't matter. I have an idea.
Let me guess. Climb over the fucking logs? What's your idea?
Langley's first and last thoughts every day are about himself. He'll have Berjo working on moving those trees. Well, until he gets bored. So let's just go around.
There's another way up?
Remember, Aurelia and I used to play up by the ruin. There's a path around the rise to the east. Let's go carefully, though. We stopped playing up there when a Fawn warband moved in.
Let's do it. We could jump this shit easy. Look at that. You could just walk through. I could do that shit in real life. Okay.
Here it is, just like I remembered, by the curved tree. The ruin should be at the top of the rise.
Excuse me, bugs.
This is it. The old stone ruin, they call it. Let's find that hill.
Search for the sword hilt. So it's not in here.
The hilt should be somewhere around here.
Huh.
What might you make with that?
Just crafting, Ritz. Don't worry about it. I don't even craft for anything beyond dailies. What am I hearing? Oh, I think we found it.
That's it! Come on, let's get out of here before Langley and Berjo arrive.
Ah, careful there, Squire. Don't let the branches snap back. You've scratched my armor.
Where are they?
That hilt must be around here somewhere. Get to work.
I'm not sure it's chivalrous.
A reward
but I
for
know
your
that I'll
keen
spend
eyes.
the rest of the day looking for that hilt.
Where is he? I kind of want to rub it in his face, though. Okay, fine.
We did it! Red Heart's hilt! As a knight aspirant, I know I should wish all of my competitors equally good luck. But Stendarr, forgive me. I hope Langley gets bitten by every mosquito out here.
We've got the hilt, and the Iron Knot's trial is complete. You must be pleased.
I am. I assumed the Iron Knot trial would be all about swordplay and martial skill. Maybe horse riding. Horses and I don't like each other much. Anyway, I'm actually quite pleased how we did. Let's move on. Eight above, help me.
Okay.
No, thankfully.
Let's find the loot.
We can meet up at the Navir Chapel. The entrance to the catacombs is in there.
Okay, I think this is going to be a long quest. Dang, that dude can bunny hop. Is it a player riding a guar? I really want to get another mount. Any other mount that's not a horse. I feel like a horse is so boring. I feel like my only hope is
Give me strength.
an event.
Of all the sneaky, dishonest... We've got a small hitch in this rope. The key to the catacombs entrance is usually right near the door. But someone took it.
Perhaps one of your competitors?
Drake, I hope not. The idea of aspirants trying to directly sabotage each other doesn't sit well with me. And I see that look in your eye. No lockpicking. But buff my plates. We still need that key.
No lockpicking. Got it. Is there another key somewhere?
Yes, let's split up. I'll go speak to the castle stewards, and you head for the offices of the Knight Commander. We can meet back here. Stendarr willing, one of us will have some luck.
I'll meet you back here.
I still can't believe someone took the key. So childish. I bet it's Morton's. Morton's.
Did you say the Albatross Knights are pirates?
I mean, they're not real pirates. They're knights who ride the waves instead of horses. And sing. By the gods, do they sing. There's an old joke around the castle that they're called the Order of the Albatross because they're so damned loud.
Right, they want us to get a musical instrument.
Yes, a golden lute. The story goes that some years back, the head of the order, Sir Brenvale, went down to clear the catacombs of a mad spirit. I think it was some Dufort noble? I'm not sure who, but Sir Brenvale never returned.
Why did a singing sailing knight go after a ghost?
I'll be honest, this is one order I'm not likely to join. They're an odd group. But it kind of makes sense. Just think of them as something like chivalric bards. They're constantly on the hunt for new adventures, new tales to tell. Let's meet back inside the chapel. The catacombs entrance is down the stairs.
So what, is it unknightly to pick the lock? What is with this music? It's unknightly to pick the lock, but not unknightly to rob this place blind. I got a patty melt. Hell yeah. Okay. They really won't let me do it. They won't let me pick it and then just say like, oh, I opened it. It was unlocked, silly. All right, where to? Up this way, apparently. Is it the same place as before?
Oh, Mother. How could you do this to me?
Oh! I'll take that.
Thank you for assisting Isabel. I'm so grateful to you both. Aspirant Mortons came by not that long ago and told me he already had a honeymoon trip planned. The audacity.
Isabel and I are trying to enter the catacombs, but we can't find the key.
Oh, one of the other knights probably took it or hid it. Cheating! Isabel will not like that. One of my mother's aides might have one. It's good she sent you to ask, though. Best she avoids the Night's Wing for now.
Why's that?
She and I have been friends since we were very young. Knowing Izzy, she'll want to avoid even rumors she appealed to my mother for help. I'd start by asking Dame Hendra. Nilsman might have a key as well.
Thanks, Aurelia.
Good luck finding that key.
Oh, I can't get her to say the other thing about like visiting the mom. Okay. Nilsman.
If you don't have an appointment to meet with Commander Jorvel, make one. She's busy, as am I. The Nord over there can make the appointment for you, if he's not writing that god's-awful poetry at the moment.
I'm looking for a key to the catacombs.
And I'm looking for a posting more interesting than pushing papers for Knight Commander Jorvel, or playing politics with snooty nobles. Tell me, why should I give a key to the first peasant who comes wandering in off the lawn?
I'm a peasant with a surprisingly full coin purse.
A bribe? How unexpected. Most people I have to deal with would rather get snippy and tell the commander about how rude I am. All because I can't be arsed to be obsequious. Refreshing. Here's a key. Try not to get killed down there.
Thanks. Wow, it's so refreshing to be bribed. So, it's okay to win the competition by bribing, but not by picking the lock. Noted. At least we were very knightly. All right. Woo!
You've got a key? Wonderful.
Fuck yes, I do.
All right, let's see if we can find that fancy loot. Sir Brinvale probably made it deep into the crypts.
I feel like I should have picked the lock just for the principle of it.
These catacombs have been built up over generations. Might be a bit twisty down here.
All right, let's just run in. Bam. Mortons.
I say, Langley, is that you? Help a fellow out?
It's Isabel Valois, Mortons.
Whoever
I'm here
you
with my
are,
second.
I was here first. Whoever you are, I was here first. You gotta hang back. Tourney honor demands it.
Are you stuck in there?
No, I'm hiding. I have a bit of a fear of spiders, you see. In my defense, I made it past a bunch of the smaller ones, but I lost my nerve when a giant red-eyed beastie leapt out at me.
Well, good luck in there. We're heading into the catacombs.
Just a moment. You won't get very far without the key to the deep crypts, which I just happen to have. Ha! I tell you what. When that thing surprised me, I may have dropped my sword. Return it to me, and I'll slip you the key. What do you say?
Deal.
Guys, it's such a pity to have to pull up on this task. Lady Aurelia is a treasure. Lovely to look at, and so well connected.
Well, he's very knightly. Okay, where's his key? Bam.
Cannot be. Make this swift.
Thank you. Anything I can loot? Nope. All right. Why, hello there. Goodbye. Was there a little spider in the bigger spider? Okay, let's head on back. We got this. Am I going the right way? Yes.
Hello? Is that you all with my sword? Or a spider? You're a spider. Oh, you're back. How lovely.
Pass it to you.
Oh, you're back.
Here you go.
Oh, very good. You know, I've always said that Isabel was a fair hand. Never doubted you for a moment. Here's your key. The door to the deep crypt should be off the main chamber east of here.
Thank you.
Yes, well, we're both sporting. Well done all around. And perhaps you won't mention this when telling the tale of your trial?
I'm sure Isabel won't say a word.
There's there, and well played. Good luck to you both.
So the deep crypts are down below. Oh, dang it. I gotta do it. I feel like I'm racing this dude.
I've never been this far into the catacombs. What a story this will make.
Are you okay? Beautiful.
Expertly done, Tommy.
Okay, who are you? Oh, it's Mad Baron Denzel. Oh, I should have blocked.
Look, I think that's the loot. Oh, and that we've got it. Drake, let's get out of here.
La!
Well done. Well done.
Someone has retrieved my gilded loot. Come, follow me. Away from this place. That ghastly mad spirit may return anon.
Yeah? Are you bringing me to a shortcut?
Hark! I shall serenade you on your way. Oh, Sir Brenvale did enter these halls with a heart full of song. La, it did not take him long to hear the spirit's calls. Oh! He met the Mad Duke in combat. Oh ho! And they danced with swords all night long. La! Alas, Brenvale's skill was all for naught, and the quest went all awrong. Oh!
Okay, good sock. Good sock.
You know
That was a cross between talk and song. Good sock.
Ah, fresh air. Those catacombs catacombs were musty as a crypt. Not quite how I imagined that would go. But we faced the Mad Duke, walked with the spirit of Sir Brenvale, and lived to tell the tale. I'm sure the Order will approve.
I feel like it's a weird task that writers have to do to write jokes that flop. It's an odd thing to have to do. The Gilded Lute of Sir Brenvale is yours. How are you feeling?
Good, except for the make up a poem or sing a song about it part coming at the end of the tourney. That I'm less excited about.
Tell me about the Oaken Order.
Oaken Knights tend to be bad. I'm guessing.
Okay, let's get the staff.
Old Way Shrine just up the road.
Old Way Shrine just up the road. It was interesting that they had books about the second challenge in the quest objectives for the first challenge. Oh, it's you.
Ugh, I thought I heard Snag yelling in the distance. He's another aspirant and a complete donkey's arse. Never mind him. We're on a quest.
Right, the Elder and the staff. Where did we go?
So we have a bit of a leg up on this one. The Elder is a wizard named Erlebrew. He's actually a friend of my father's. He used to tell me stories when I was young. Funny little man.
And you need to steal a staff from him.
I would never. Stealing is, well, unknightly. Knowing Erlebrew, the challenge will be more about thinking and reason than magic or subterfuge.
All right, let's find this wizard.
Right. If I remember correctly, I think he lives in a little grotto to the south, near the coast. He likes his privacy, our Oaken Elder.
I'm not sure I've heard of a knightly order of mages before.
I suppose in the stories, knights are usually all swords and glory. But the druids have been here forever, practically. Every kid in the Sisters grows up knowing a little bit about runes and nature and the true way.
So the Oaken Order is a druidic group?
I think they used to be. But no, these days anyone can join. Even non-mages who want to learn the ways of Y'ffre. Just another little quirk of life on High Isle.
Okay. Oh, why did I get off? What? Oh, that's an enemy. I thought that was a harvesting node. Okay, I got low stam.
I will watch over you.
I don't know if I'm going the right way. But I think I am. Hey, it's Smegma.
Snag was here first. Ha!
We arrived at the same time, you simpering buffoon.
Well, you're still too late. A wizard's magic is no match for the strength and honor of this aspirant. For honor.
Whoa!
Alright, seems like the direct approach won't work here.
I'm sure I can get this barrier open.
Get behind me, squires. Snag
Oh, I
was
reset
here
it.
first. Ha!
We arrived at the same time, you simpering buffoon.
Well, you're still too late. A wizard's magic is no match for the strength and honor of
I'll
this
get a better
aspirant.
angle this time.
For honor.
Okay.
Alright, seems like the direct approach won't work here.
I'm sure I can get this barrier open.
Erlebrew doesn't go easy on aspirants, it seems.
Heron?
A bird. Looks like a forest heron, perhaps.
No. What? I'm trying to... What? Oh my god. Okay, I'm going over here. Do I have to look down?
A cat's paw.
Holy shit. Why can't... Can you fucking... Okay, we'll look up there.
Look at that branch there. Representing Spriggans, maybe?
Is that what I had to interact with the whole time? Up top? Not this thing?
That old man. I know exactly how to bring down the barrier. He's lifted the pillars and the symbols from a story he told me as a child.
This barrier is from a story he told you?
Almost exactly. A wise old sage puts up a barrier around his home. He's trying to protect a little girl he's raising from a fearsome dark knight. She grows up to be a mighty warrior, but the sage makes her figure a way out of the sacred grove.
How did you bring the barriers down in the story?
In the tale, the symbols on the pillars held the key. Like the cat there. A cat's paw is a pretty little flower that grows in shady forests. And that bird looks like a forest heron. I'd bet anything we need one of their feathers.
And the branch on the third pillar?
I've seen it before. It's a druidic symbol for Spriggans. In the tale, she befriended one that lived in the grove. She wore a Spriggan's veil, a wreath of leaves they shed every year. Here, if you can find the items, I'll guard our spot.
So it sounds like this is a rigged challenge in her favor. Amazing. Okay. Cat's paw, where are you? Okay. Oh. You know what? I'll grab this. I'll grab this imp dookie.
A potent find, Tamid.
Thank you.
Evil never sleeps of its own accord.
And finally, let's fucking curb stomp a bird. You son of a bitch. Huh. Did it drop a feather, though? Here, I'll grab this, because why not? Kuda, Denis, Ta. Etade. Dekaipa, Ta. Oh, you guys can fuck off. Where? Am I going the wrong way? I might be. Wait, where's the forest? It was, wait, it was from the beach. What am I doing? I'm just tempting these guys.
Looks like you found them. Just place them on the pillars there.
Okay, deal.
Cat's paw. Beautiful.
This fucking... The middle pillar is infuriating with its collision.
Majestic birds. Right up until you're cleaning scat off the docks.
There we go.
That did it!
Bam.
Can you talk to him? I'm all sweaty.
Really? He set this challenge aside for you in particular.
Oh, hello then. Figured out my barrier, did you? And is that little Izzy I see back there?
Yes, I'm acting as her second. She said that you used to know her as a child.
Yes. I hoped it would be her. She remembered the tale of Myriette la Courageuse, eh? So nice you two could come out there. Usually it's just me and the forest spirits these days.
Would you mind if we took your staff?
Of course not. Solve the puzzle, take the staff. That's the idea, right? What's out back leaning against a cottage? Enjoying good health, second.
Thank you, Erlebrew.
Off you go then, and be careful where you put that thing. That staff's like me. It might be old, but it can still zap the ears off a rabbit if you aren't careful.
Were you hoping Isabel would complete your trial?
Oh, no, that would be wildly inappropriate. I pulled this challenge directly from the pages of one of my favorite books. Who can blame me? I'm a daffy old wizard. Come here, lass. No need to dawdle near the door like you're still a squire.
Thank you, you old goat. Still thinking of me all these years later.
Anything else I can borrow? There we go. Let's get out of here. Oh, I didn't take it. Oh god, Smegma might get it first. Wait, it's outside?
We've got the staff. The moment I heard Erlebrew was representing the Order, I knew we might have a shot. Well done.
Are you glad the Oaken trial is behind us?
I am. Those stories Erlebrew told me when I was little, they're a part of why I'm in the tourney today. And I won't lie, it's nice to know he still cares about me. Strange, lovely man. Let's move on.
We've completed all 3 trials, Isabel. What now?
All that's left is to present the trophies. Everyone will be gathered at the tourney pavilion. I'm excited. And nervous. I get a bit uncomfortable being the center of attention. Here, meet me on the jousting grounds. We'll head in together.
I'll see you there. So do we get to hear her say a poem now? All right. I wonder if she is built to be like a tank primarily, or what her deal is. I'm kind of setting everyone to tank because that's what I need the most. But I know that certain people are kind of better suited for different skill sets. Because I can kind of like heal myself pretty well. And I do pretty good DPS. But tank is very useful for me. Bam!
Isabel, you've saved me! I'd better go and take my place. I promised Mother I wouldn't embarrass her. Please tell me you've good news. I saw Sir Langley stomping around in a temper. He's got a whopper of a bruise, too. Oh, I do hope my Isabel didn't punch him. She's not usually the punching sort, but he is such a, well, a ninny.
Listen. We can't speak like that in this day and age, okay?
I think my nerves are as settled as they're going to be. I get more anxious doing formal things like this than I do fighting werewolves. Come on, Izzy. Deep breaths.
What do we do now?
We walk in, and the tourney herald announces us.
I go forward and claim the trophies. As my second, you have the honor of displaying each of them as I call them out. Oh, and most important, don't start laughing when I recite a poem.
You're reciting a poem?
It's tradition, Stendar help me. The Order of the Albatross requires it. Having you do this with me was more than helpful. You've been a calm and steady influence. A real partnership. Thank you. Let's just get through this last bit.
I'm ready.
Follow me. The sooner we start, the sooner it's over.
Lords and ladies, men and mer, a knight aspirant approaches the stage. Lady Isabelle Valois.
Let's get things started.
Proceed, madam. Your second may present any trophies you have won.
Together, we found the hilt of blade Redheart, lost in a battle long ago. This we present to the Order of the Iron Knot.
Well done, aspirant Valois.
To the Order of the Albatross, we present the gilded lute of Sir Brenvale.
Wonderful. Now, perhaps we could hear a poem or ditty about the adventure, aspirant.
The lute of gold did gather mold, lost for many years. I cannot lie, Brenvale did die, tripping on a tomb.
It was good.
And finally, we present the Oaken Order with the Staff of the Wild Woods, after solving the wizard Erlebru's puzzle.
The Oaken Order commends you, aspirant.
Aspirant Valois, claiming all 3 trophies makes you the champion of the Sapphire Journey.
Zerethar.
You have earned a boon from your commander.
He's being even more extra than me.
Day forward, you are a knight of High Isle. Be brave, courteous, loyal, and act with honor. Arise, Dame Isabelle Valois.
Lord Commander, I know what my boon will be. You may know as well. Please release Aurelia from the promise you made. Allow her to make her own choice to marry or not, as she sees fit.
I cannot deny such a selfless boon. Aurelia is free to make her own choices, within reason.
Oh, thank the 8.
Dame Isabelle, I am deeply impressed. I wish to speak with you and your second. Find me in my office at your convenience.
Who burped? Who was it? Someone burped. Was it you?
I couldn't have done this without you. Let's see what the commander has to say before I thank you myself.
What was the middle challenge we did? You could have done all of these without me. Come on. Okay. I mean, the first one, the dude was just chilling at some trees. The second one, the dude was cowering forever. And the third one was rigged for you.
You did well, Isabelle. It seems as though your second was a great boon to you today. Second, step forward. I'd like to speak to you.
Oh, she was amazing. I am so proud of you. Dame Isabelle. What a nice ring to it.
They're far more than a mere second, Commander.
Okay, I'm sorry. Those prop emotes are... I like them too much.
I've known Isabelle, Dame Isabelle, for many years. It was encouraging to see her push herself like this. I believe your able assistance may have also played a part?
I was happy to help.
Well, I believe a knight should not be measured by the worth of their weapon, but by the allies they keep. The Knights of High Isle pride ourselves on our courtesy, and I personally always wish to honor good people.
Not sure I follow.
For acting as Dame Isabel's second during this year's Sapphire tourney, I want to formally extend my thanks, as both Knight Commander and as a mother.
You're very welcome.
What a day. I suppose that just shows what determination can get you. When the tourney began, Aurelia was in the depths of despair. I was struggling. And now look at us.
Congratulations, Dame Isabel.
Thank you. Take the credit you're due. You kept me focused, gave me a sounding board, and most importantly, I knew whatever happened, I wasn't alone.
I was glad to help.
I'll tell you what that meant to me.
I was glad to help.
I still can't get used to it. Dame Isabelle Valois. I dreamed about wearing shining armor, riding a valiant steed. So far, it's been crypts, creatures, and a lot of running around. I've loved every moment. Except maybe the poetry part.
So, what do you want to do next?
I've been thinking. I have a place here on High Isle, but I think I want to expand my horizons. I would like to see more, do more, learn more. If you could use a strong and loyal Knight of High Isle in your travels, I'm up for anything.
Okay, amazing.
If you'll excuse me, I have to get my things. I want to get ready for adventure.
I'm sorry, Mother, but you didn't break your word. And I didn't get stuck having breakfast across from Morton's or Langley.
Ugh. I think things have turned out just the way they should have. Just be ready to see Isabel less often, dear. A page has turned on our little story.
Wait, I want to talk to you. I should have talked to you while you were sitting. Don't leave. I want to hear your take on... Oh, wait, are you staying?
Isabel is so happy and excited to go off adventuring. I didn't think about her leaving me. Us. Oh, but listen to me. I sound selfish. I am so happy for her. You will watch out for her, won't you?
What are your plans now, Aurelia?
Now that I'm no longer looking at a bleak future as some dreary knight's bride? I haven't quite decided yet. With Isabel leaving High Isle, I think perhaps it's time I did the same myself.
You're going to travel?
Well, Isabel keeps encouraging me to pick up a trade or a hobby to get me out of my chambers here at the castle. I've never quite considered what that might be, but now the whole world seems full of promise. Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
Beautiful. Okay. Whoa, she just ceased to exist. Oh, you did too. Oh my god. Okay, well, here, let's get this set up real fast. Bam. Notifications, companions, Isabelle Valois. Bam. She seems like a decent companion. Both ones today seemed decent. Let's see. Who else do we have? I would say so far I like Zarethvar the most. Then probably Sharp as Knight. Then probably Isabelle Valois. Then probably Ember. Oh god. Then probably Tanloren. Then probably Azander, I'm guessing. Alright. Well, that's a good place to call it. If you enjoyed, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll be back next time with some more. Take care, guys. Mwah. Okay, I'm going to end stream a little early today. It was a small one, but I'm just chilling. I'm just, you know, avoiding burnout and just trying to enjoy myself. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'll be back tomorrow, and then I will probably, well, not probably, I will definitely take a couple days off because I'm going to be house sitting this weekend. But I'll probably do a little bit more ESO on Sunday. Probably. And then I have a really fun stream planned for Monday, which you can look at my posts and you'll get a hint. But it will be a very fun, very ADHD stream. Okay, take care, farewell, bye-bye.